Hello, there's Uncle B coming at you again, letting you know it's pipe smoking time. It is pipe smoking time. Yes, it is. I want to thank you for taking time out your day to spend with me, Uncle B. Whether it's your morning, noon, or night, I thank you. And if you would be so kind to subscribe to my channel, it would be greatly appreciated. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me get a swig of this coffee. This is my best dad ever coffee. Best dad ever. It says it right there, so it gotta be true. Yes, sir. Oh. I was in Mississippi, right? I'm back in Vegas, and I bought me a pipe from the Country Squire. That's a famous smoke shop. Got me a pipe. Got this nice pipe holder. Yes, sir. Gonna be smoking this herb here is called elderberry blossom. Elderberry blossom. Yes, sir. And this one is called Sacred Eagle. Sacred Eagle. All healthy herbs. And I realized on the back of one of my herbs, it had 3 different uses. You can smoke them, you can drink them as teas, or you can put them in your backwater. I had no idea. Look at this. It's all right. You can smoke them, drink it, or put it in your backwater. Who knew? I didn't know. Awesome. But let me pack my pipe and get on with the show. Yes, sir. I'm gonna smoke some of this elderberry blossom. Pipe has a really deep bowl, which is cool. So you can smoke for about 15-20 minutes. No problem. Again, I just want to thank you again for taking out time to hang out with Uncle B. Really appreciate it. So that's the elderberry blossom blend. Yes, sir, that's what that is. Put that right there. Got my lighter right here. Got my tamper. I also have another type of lighter, which is it's like a torch lighter. Now the torch has different settings on it, so you can turn it up high or low. So if it's low, it's not too bad on your pipe, right? Because sometimes when that wind starts blowing, it blows out your flame, you know. So I got my pipe filled, right? Get ready to light it. Do the initial light, tap it down, do the last lighting. There you go. My pipe is lit, yes, sir. Wonderful day out. Wonderful day. I have one more traumatic story I want to share with you as a child, right? Before I do, let me get a swig of this coffee. I was about 6 years old. 6 or 7 years old. My mom and dad got divorced. Well, in that age, that's a traumatic experience for a child. When my mom and dad had sat us down as children and told us that they're getting a divorce and that my mom would be moving and wouldn't be there anymore, she's taking us with us, so we want to be with my dad. I couldn't totally understand that. But I understood that I wouldn't see my dad on a regular basis. I would see my dad, and I was distraught. I was sad. I was crying. So much so, while my mom was packing up stuff in the trunk, I jumped in the trunk. For some reason I jumped in the trunk. Maybe to fill it up so she couldn't put no more clothes or suitcases in it. I don't know, but I jumped in the trunk. They came and saw me in there, told me to get out. I don't know what I was doing, but I was acting out because I just didn't know how to think, what to do. You know what I mean? So that played a very pivotal part in my life growing up. Not having my dad when I went to see him, get up in the morning, because my dad used to come home. My dad used to work like a graveyard. He'd come home in the morning time and get us up. My dad would fix us breakfast. Fix us breakfast, get us off to school. You know what I mean? That's what my dad did. That's why some of the things I do what I do. I don't mind cleaning up and cooking and stuff like that, because that's what my dad did. My dad cleaned, took care of us. He did everything a woman would do. You know what I mean? So my dad was also nurturing like my mom. So. And I realized I wasn't gonna have that, and it made me sad, made me emotional. You know what I mean? But again, as a kid, there's nothing you can do. So you just roll with it. You know what I mean? But later on, it always stayed with me, that thought. When my mom first set us down and told us about they were splitting up. I never forgot it. Even as 20, 25 years later, right? I still remember that day like it was yesterday. That shows how traumatic, how traumatic of an experience that was for me, right? Sometimes as a child, even when you see that your mom and dad's not happy, you just want to see them together. You're kind of selfish to a certain point. I want my mom and dad together. Even though sometimes they got to the point where they're not getting along, they're growing apart, they don't appreciate each other, and if they don't do something, it might get violent. Well, you're a kid. You don't understand that violent part, you know what I mean? So, you just want what you want, right? But as you get older, start dating, going through different things in your relationships. Some relationships last a long time, some don't. They break up, get back together, break up again, find someone else. You start to understand about your mom and dad and why they had to leave each other, you know what I mean? You understand that then, right? But at the time as a child, you can't, so you can't understand it. Nobody can help you understand that in your mind, right? So as a child, you gotta try to figure it out yourself. So you try, like a child is, how a child mind thinks. I think about it so hard right now. When I start playing, it's forgotten, right? Go about my business till I gotta deal with it again, right? That's the mind of a child. you go about your business. You understand it better as you get an adult, and you understand why they had to part. So you good. But I talked to my mom. My mom passed away, but a couple years before she passed away, I talked to her about the divorce, how she felt. And sometimes, as adults, you get a little selfish. You get to thinking that the grass is greener on the other side, right? You're either thinking that someone can treat you better than your husband, you know what I mean? And you start your ears open to other conversations and pull you away from your family. So only later to realize the grass wasn't green on the other side, and you made a terrible mistake messing up your family. And that's when my mom explained to me. She said leaving my dad was the worst thing she ever did. Because after a while she struggled. Other men coming in and out of her life. She seen my dad prospering. Other women, bring other women around us. And she began to feel a certain kind of way. Regret. You know what I mean? Anger. For the decisions she made. But my mom was still kind of young too. You know what I mean? You have to learn and grow that the grass is not always greener on the other side. So, this is, again, it's part of life. Part of life. You got to understand that in the end, that had a traumatic influence on you emotionally. And so you had to understand where it was coming from. And understand that that's just part of being a child, understanding it from a child point of view, and then as you got older, understanding it from a adult's point of view, right? You realize, again, it's part of life, it's part of growing. And again, understanding it wasn't your fault. There was nothing that you can do. It was not your fault. Sometimes kids think it's my fault. My mom and dad split up because of me. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't good enough. I wasn't a good kid. And you never know. Kids think that because you don't know what they're going through. You don't know. Because nobody sit down and ask a kid after a while, how you feel? How you feel about it, right? You learn to cope and realize over time, through life challenges and experiences that, again, that was not your fault. There's nothing you could have done. What is not your fault is nothing that you could have done. That means you're walking in destiny. You're where you should be, right? Keep going, things gonna get better. Again, if there's nothing that you could do, right? It's not your fault. It's part of destiny. You're walking the line and the path that you're supposed to walk. And it's for your growth. But as a kid, there's no understanding that. Just with time, you realize that, right? Again, that's one of my traumatic experiences. Able to talk to my mom after years, and she explained how she felt about it, this and that, you know what I mean, and how she regretted it. It was the worst decision in her life. But then she had to live with it. That's part of being an adult. You have to live with the actions that you make. You have to live with the consequences of your actions. So my advice to you is, before you do something that's going to change the total life of you or your kids, think about how you're going to feel next month with the decision that you make today. How you're going to feel in 6 months with the decision that you make today. How are you going to feel in a year with the decision that you made today? And are your decisions pure? Are they selfish? Is it about you? You know what I mean? Is it about you not being faithful to your husband or your wife and thinking that the grass is greener on the other side? 9 times out of 10, you're going to have some regret later. And so, think about it. Again, it's Uncle B coming at you again. Hope you have a great day. And also, I might share with you, I'm going to share with you part of the video that I shot in Mississippi when I was at the smoke shop. I met these wonderful guys. They smoke pipes. They smoked cigars. It was my first time being in a cigar shop. It was a wonderful, wonderful vibe. They were sitting like in a horseshoe. There was a big TV there. All the guys were just chilling, smoking their cigars. You know what I mean? And it was wonderful. So I'm gonna share that with you too. Have a great day.